clean air. Good jobs, 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 clean air.
Thank you for joining us today. I am Miriam Nieto. I am co-director with Just San Bernardino, a collaborative of several community-based organizations that represent unhoused, formerly incarcerated people, immigrant, students, union members, and more here in the city of San Bernardino and throughout the Inland Empire. I am also a resident here of the city of San Bernardino, and I am a longtime organizer here in the city of San Bernardino as well. Members of our collaborative are here to call attention to the city of San Bernardino to act on the redevelopment of the Carousel Mall, with a focus on revitalizing our local economy and supporting residents through housing and services. We call on the city council, city manager, and economic development director to initiate a request for proposal process that directly includes community needs. We also ask that the city council and city staff require the prospective developer or developers to agree to a community benefit agreement. This is the perfect time for the city to engage in such a process. Here's why. The Carousel Mall has sat empty for years now, while our community has continued to feel the effects of COVID pandemic on housing shortages, low-wage employment opportunities, and a lack of service in the area. In 2023, the city contracted with developers to develop the land, but unfortunately and illegally served the contract with those developers. As we stand here today, November 6, 2024, the city has discussed the purchase and sale of this property behind closed doors during closed session. We are here to ask that the city slow this process and turn to us, the community, to write a request for proposals that reflect the needs of the San Bernardino community. We would like to see the city meaningfully engage folks from all corners of our city. Neighbors' voices need to be involved in this process. The development of the city center should reflect a vision for San Bernardino that serves us all. We believe the best way to achieve this is through fulfilling a community benefit agreement that will identify and address the most critical needs of San Bernardino residents. Our ask is that the city will engage us in the CBA process and secure it before RFP discussions with future downtown and carousel developers. I will pass the mic now to Celine Perez with the Inland Empire Labor Council. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Celine Perez. I'm the Chief of Staff of the Inland Empire Labor Council. We represent more than 400,000 working families in San Bernardino and Riverside counties, and that is over 95 different unions. And these workers are home care workers, child care workers, workers in the private sector, in your stores, in your hospitals, teachers, as well as city and county workers. They're also building construction trades. These working families and the Labor Council in conjunction are proud supporters of a community benefit agreement. A community benefits agreement is a legally binding, enforceable agreement between government entities, developers, and communities that really address the needs of that community. And the city of San Bernardino, our residents are hungry for something like this, are ready, have been taking the initiative of reviving the city and the downtown, and just needing a willing partner to make it happen. And we see that through a community benefit agreement that will not only just provide good jobs during the construction, through a local hire process, but also after construction, those jobs in the retail services that address also our housing needs, that also really provide a space for our community with clean air and a safe space for everyone to thrive. We see examples of the success elsewhere in Los Angeles with the Crypto Arena, formerly the Staples Center, that was built with a community benefit agreement that included park improvements, that included good jobs with local hire, that also included housing. And it's an agreement that still is thriving to this day with the support of 30 organizations that will not only address the construction, but also even with the crypto arena, the jobs that exist to this day. That is something that we're looking for here in the city of San Bernardino, where folks can work here to rebuild their own city and keep that money here and produce and thrive, to see their families, and to also retire here. And we're ready for that. And we hope that the San Bernardino City Council is ready to be a willing partner to make this happen. And the moment is now to be a true leader in our community and to move us in the right direction. And with that, I will introduce Ben Pratt with the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers.
Thank you, Sister Celine. I appreciate it. And thank you all for being here today and speaking on this just cause. Again, my name is Benjamin Pratt. I'm the Vice President of the IBEW, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers here in San Bernardino. I'm a lifelong resident here in San Bernardino, and I was raised in a time when a single parent could afford to put a roof over somebody's head, and I think, unfortunately, that time is no longer with us. I attended San Bernardino public schools and didn't really know what my career options were. Joining the trades gave me a purpose and made me feel connected to my community in a way that I wasn't sure was possible. By engaging in a community benefit agreement, San Bernardino's youth can experience the same thing. In a community benefits agreement, we ask the developer to hire a locally sourced, skilled and trained workforce in cooperation with unions to ensure that workers are paid a living wage. It is a worthy investment to give workers the opportunity to live where they work, play, and raise their families. Imagine your neighbors feeling pride in their city because they got to build it themselves. Then imagine San Bernardino residents getting to work in their own neighborhoods. The reinvigoration of our downtown could be a beautiful project with buy-in from everyone for everyone. We need a wide range of job opportunities so that San Bernardino workers can stay close to home and invest in their own community. Thank you very much, and now I'd like to pass the microphone to Willis.
Thanks, Ben. My name is Willis Solomon. I work with the Arts Council of San Bernardino County, also known as the Arts Connection. I'm also a local artist and co-owner of All Eyes Gallery, which is down the street right here on East Street. Our local art scene is a catalyst for economic prosperity and creates a strong sense of unity. I see a lot of my creatives out here right now with their cameras, and we all doing the work. According to data from Americans of the Arts, in 2022, the arts impacted 141 jobs and brought in $4.8 million to San Bernardino. There's an art renaissance going on right now, right here in San Bernardino. You can see in everything that's happening, art walks, art shows, these events, all the love the local artists have poured into the city, you can see it. Artists are resourceful and resilient and make the best of what they have, even sometimes without the support of the city. But even without the support, they still will ride for San Bernardino. What would be amazing is a community benefit agreement that could support the creative economy and the local entrepreneurs. There are a lot of creative happenings in San Bernardino, a lot of artists, creative businesses in downtown, and these continue to pop up. Involving local artists and creatives in the redevelopment of downtown and the Carousel Mall just makes sense. By creating spaces for art and entrepreneurship, we'll give our local change makers the tools to revitalize and instill pride through cultural development. These future developments should include public art and creative spaces. This would set the stage for an arts and culture district that can support artists' affordable housing long-term. We urge the City Council to begin the discussions around a community benefit agreement and a transparent RFP process. Artists by nature are innovators and creators of culture. The art community isn't going anywhere, and we will be here. A community benefit agreement would support all the creatives who are already putting the work now. And especially after yesterday, we need to work together more than ever. I'm glad to pass the mic to Glynis, a fellow entrepreneur and a member of Black and Brown Opportunities for Profit Center.
Thank you, and thank you everyone for being here. The wind will not stop these San Bernardinians, I'll tell you that. Oh, it will not stop the San Bernardinians. Again, my name is Glynis Brooks, and I'm with the Black and Brown Opportunities for Profit Center. I'm a student there. Also, I'm a small business owner, a Better Choice Transitional Living. I work with formerly incarcerated women, assisting them as they reintegrate into our communities. That is my passion. As a formerly incarcerated Black woman, I know the barriers to workforce opportunities are challenging. Equal pay, background checks, lack of education. So we face those challenges upon returning to our community. And for women of color, local job opportunities help us as we navigate through post-incarceration. One of the things I've noticed is the travel that a lot of people in our community, we have to travel Metrolink to go to another county to make a living and then come back here. Or we can stay here and work 3 jobs and make a living. That's not normal, and we will not normalize it. Okay, so some of these barriers include, but are limited to, affordable housing is not an opportunity. It's not something that's given. Jobs are something that's given. That's not an opportunity. That is a necessity. That is a necessity, and we need our community back. It thrived in the 70s. We had a life. San Bernardino, the heartbeat of San Bernardino, thrived for those of us who knew. When we grew up with Route 66 and the Orange Show and the festival and all-night skating parties, and the kids had somewhere to go. We had park and recreation. We will not accept the normalization of dilapidated people and homeless people. The courthouse does not see that. We will not act like it does not exist across the street from the courthouse, that park with tents. That's not normal. We will not normalize it. Okay, in order to have access to these opportunities, again, we need the small businesses thriving in our community. These are much needed resources. Our local businesses, entrepreneurs, our artists. We all want to be in the room. We want to sit at the table. We have something to say. We want inclusiveness. We want some inclusiveness, okay? And according to the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, mom and pop businesses reinvest a large portion of their profits back into our community. We like our to-dos. We like our local mom and pop stores. We want to continue to support those. They have been around for us for years. So it is time. This is a call to action. It is time for the city of San Bernardino to invest in our own residents and businesses instead of allowing, again, big businesses chase to profit off of our soil and our workers. It's ours, you know? We asked the city to use their time to communicate clearly and efficiently with the local business so we can be involved in the process. We want a seat at the table. The entrepreneurial community would like to ensure that a percentage of the business in the downtown redevelopment are local. We want to be involved in that. We want something to say. We also asked that the city to codify protections for small businesses so that we can retain our entrepreneurs and upcoming entrepreneurs in years to come. Thank you very much. I am going to turn it over to Alicia.
Thank you, Ms. Glennis. And thank each of you for being here with us. I'm incredibly excited and hopeful in being here with you today. My name is Alicia. I'm a multifamily residential area manager and a community engagement organizer within this incredible city of San Bernardino. Since the announcement of downtown redevelopment, San Bernardino families have been faced with significant rent and cost of living expenses. According to San Bernardino Community Indicators, 46% of renting households in San Bernardino County pay 35% or more of their income on rent. This compares to 44% statewide and 39% nationwide. If you are concerned about homelessness, you must be invested in ways to keep San Bernardino residents housed. Evictions continue to exacerbate economic strain on our city and our county. Too many landlords continue to profit while the cost of living in San Bernardino rises beyond means of our community and the quality of life only continues to decline. San Bernardino desperately needs a comprehensive approach and commitment to making housing affordable for our residents. Everyone is impacted by this crisis. To get the best possible outcomes for residents, community members must be involved with a seat at the table and as many of the steps as the process as possible. Community members need to be involved in the solutions for the housing crisis. A community benefit agreement is crucial in helping us secure stable and affordable housing in the heart of our own city while restoring quality, integrity, and pride in our community. The vacant property of the former Carousel Mall is publicly owned surplus land. As such, it needs to be developed in a way that benefits the public. We need to prioritize our community's best interest. We are in desperate need of affordable housing for people across industries and incomes. Glassdoor estimates the total pay for a teacher in the San Bernardino area to be approximately $69,657 per year, with an average salary of $63,506. Teachers, medical workers, municipal workers, and everyone in between need somewhere to live so that they may serve our community. After all, our city is composed of a majority of tenants and mobile home residents that are caught in the middle, owning a unit but renting a space whose price is almost as much as a rental unit on top of a mortgage. Housing deserves to be represented at the table. when it comes to planning for the future of the Carousel Mall and larger downtown area. In order to have a viable downtown, community members need to be able to live here. I'll now turn over to Ms. Tanya Gonzalez, a community organizer with People's Collective for Environmental Justice.
Thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Tanya Gonzalez. I'm a community organizer with the People's Collective for Environmental Justice. I mainly work in the San Bernardino area by the airport. So we're a collective focused on advocating for the right to breathe clean air and have a safe environment to live in. San Bernardino has one of the highest rates of asthma, cancer, and other pulmonary and cardiovascular diseases due to the high amount of pollution found in the area. San Bernardino is surrounded all over by pollutants such as the rail yard we see in the west side of San Bernardino, the airport and the warehouses seen on the southeast side of SB, and all the trucks that are driving through our streets every day. This pollution increases each time a new development comes into the community with little restrictions, which is usually a warehouse or a project that brings more diesel-fueled trucks and trains. And when a new development comes in, most of the time, city representatives give little to no time for residents to give input on what this new development is going to be or how it can benefit the community, which is something that we're seeing here right now. City Council has been meeting behind closed doors with developers to speak about, what's going to happen with the Carousel Mall, but they haven't really been involving community for them to give an input. And they are the people who are being most impacted every day. So if they took the same time to meet with community behind closed doors as they do to meet with developers, they would know that community doesn't want to see more warehouses or more developments that are going to pollute. They want to see more green spaces. They want to see more small businesses. They want to see more housing in the area. They are tired of breathing this dirty air, so they want to see developments that are actually going to bring benefits to the community. So before a new development comes in, city representatives need to hear the voices of the people impacted most and have a community benefits agreement to ensure that harmful projects are kept away from homes and schools, and that the community has more green spaces. Thank you, and remember that although we may be considered a vulnerable community, when we speak united and loud, our voices are heard. And I'll pass it back to Miriam.
Thank you, everyone who was able to speak today. Just San Bernardino has been involved in these discussions since the beginning, and we will continue to do everything we can to make sure that the city hears our demands. Our goals are clear. We need a community benefit agreement to help us address rising housing costs, intervene in the cycle of homelessness, invigorate our arts community, and bring quality jobs to our city. This work can't be done alone. As you saw today, we have arts, we have labor, we have housing, we have people representing from all frames and all cultures here in our city. Everybody knows that San Bernardino needs to change. It takes all of us to come together to make those changes happen. And if those people are meeting behind closed doors, those changes aren't gonna happen with the community because they don't want the community to be involved. In order for us to do that, we need to work together. We need as many community members as possible to join us on this journey. We need you, we need all of us. We know San Bernardino is hungry for a change. Starting a new year, we'll be engaging our neighbors in meetings to inform them and hear from them so that we are united together in making that change. Follow us at Just San Bernardino or call our communications director, Michael Segura, to learn more and stay involved. Thank you all for joining, and we are available for any questions that you may have. Thank you, everybody.
Clean air. Good jobs, 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 clean air. Right. CBA now. CBA now. CBA now. CBA now. CBA now! CBA now! CBA.
Can you hear the beat of San Bernardino? That's our heart beating. We want to back our community. We're going to take back our community. We have something to offer, the biggest county in the world. We will not stop. We have something to say. We want to see that where? The table. We got something to what? Say. You got something to say? Got something to say. We have something. We want our people that we elected in to pay attention to what we have to say. We have a voice, and we will use it. We will use it.